This is a public service announcement. This is a public service announcement. What you're about to listen to may make you yell, shout, smile, and even laugh out loud. Youth baseball players, coaches, and fans join the Slide Podcast crew on their journey to make baseball fun again. Hear stories from players of all ages, plus tips and tricks from coaches and scouts. Now, if you're ready, give us a loud play ball.
All right, welcome back to the Slide Podcast. We are back from vacation, so I am Coach Aaron, and I'm joined with my lovely co-host, Coach Jen. How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing so well. I feel like we've lost touch over the summer, and we're all back and cozy and stuff again. This is wonderful.
I know.
I'm excited to catch up.
You know, I think last year we hit like a string of weeks there for a while where we're on vacation, and yeah, it seems like we've been distant for a while, but lots of stuff going on in the meantime. So you've been on vacation, right?
Yep. I've been to Bryson City. I've been to Oak Island, North Carolina. I've been to Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. We head out to Colorado in September. It never ends, but yeah, the kids have had a really good time. They went on a boat this weekend, and Colton kayaked for the first time, so it was fun. That's
awesome. Did he like it?
He did until his hand started hurting. He's like, I think I'm getting arthritis. I said, boy, you're 10. You are not getting arthritis.
That's funny.
You know, because you've been gripping it for so long, but the water was beautiful. The weather was gorgeous. So yeah, he enjoyed it though.
Yeah. We got back from Holden's Beach, actually 2 days ago. And so we spent a week up there and got some relaxing time, actually. So it was very nice. And I was honestly itching to get back, though, because I know we've got some big interviews coming up and pretty excited stuff. So
we do. And tomorrow's the last day for signups for D2. So
it is.
July 31st is the last day for signups for baseball, softball, all that D2 is doing in the fall.
Yeah.
So we are really about to hit the ground running here.
I know, there was only a few spots left. Is Callie playing fall ball?
She chose to play soccer in the fall. So okay. I'm going to try to push her towards playing in the spring for sure for right now, but I'm definitely not going to discourage her from playing other sports. Something we've talked about a lot.
And just to go right along with that, Jace, my son, who's only ever played baseball, he's about to experience tackle football for the first time. So
really,
yes, he is. So I am super excited and nervous a little bit for that one. So I said, what are you going to do when someone hits you and puts you on the ground?
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm going to get up and get them back. And I'm like, well, you got to wait. Okay. You got to wait till the next play, though, dude. You got to wait till the next play at least. So. But yeah, I'm excited. Cool. Mom's not that excited, but you know.
Yeah, we didn't think that Colton would necessarily do football, and we weren't really excited about him doing football. But he only wants to do flags, so that's totally good with me.
Hey, as long as it keeps him out, keeps him active and involved with a team,
yeah,
he may change his mind next season and be ready to strap up and put the pads on. So
yeah, he might.
Who knows? I don't know. The plan is for him to play a little more baseball in the spring, but we wanted to give him a break from baseball because constantly on the show, that's what we hear so much. And honestly, that's what I've taken that feedback. I think we've talked about it many times, but give them a chance to play something else.
They're so young right now.
They are. So, and it's good for him with the anxiety that he has on the baseball field to put him in something where he's not necessarily in the spotlight because he feels that pressure when he walks up the plate. He puts a lot of pressure on himself, and he's gotten better. But putting him out there on the field with a team with 10 other kids, I think it's going to do something. I think it's going to do something great for him. So, or at least
I saw one of the pictures from your beach trip. Looked like you were throwing some football on the beach.
Yeah. He's excited. So we'll see. He starts tomorrow. They got conditioning right now with the high school teams.
Yeah. Colton's been out there once.
Okay. Well, he'll be there tomorrow. I think tomorrow afternoon. It's Mondays and Wednesdays, I believe it is. And so that'll be his first chance to get out there and run a little bit in the summer. So he's been active, but anyway. Well, I'll keep everybody up to date and let you know how that tackle thing works for my son.
Yeah.
So today, this is episode, I think 36, I believe it is. I'm losing count. We are now in like part 2 of season 23. And today we're sitting down with a guy that I came in contact with I guess it's been a couple weeks, almost about a month ago. And stumbled upon his podcast, and man, I love the stuff. So man, welcome Chandler Dantzler. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you? I'm excited to be on this show.
Yeah, very excited for you to be here as well, man. So there's not a lot of shows out there in like what we're doing, you know, where we're talking to non-professionals and stuff. So your show definitely caught my eye, and you just got started not long ago too, right?
I did. It was back in May, so I'm on like 3 months right now. Really enjoying it.
That's very cool. Well, I want to talk about the show, but you also play ball. So I want to talk a little bit about your playing days, and because you're still in high school, right?
I am. I'm going into my sophomore year.
Yeah. So like you've got your future still ahead of you. So talk a little bit about your baseball history, man, and when you got started.
Yeah. So let's see. I've been playing baseball since I was 3. I played for a few teams. I mean, you have guys probably heard of 5 Star. I played for them back in my, say that was like 10U, 11U. And then I joined this team called Bomb Squad.
Yeah, I've seen them.
We've always played the coach. It's actually Daniel Murphy's brother.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So we were young. We're like, oh, that's Daniel Murphy's brother and all that. So I got on his team, and a few friends, we went to the tryout and tried out for Bomb Squad. We made it, and I've actually been with Coach Murphy for a few years now. Now we went from Bomb Squad to Titans, then we went to Florida Burn, and now we're on NBA right now. And he's actually my high school coach too. So
very cool.
I've known him for a while, and very, very fortunate to have him.
That's awesome. So you got a chance to go and experience USA Baseball in Cary, North Carolina. So you get invited to that, right? Like that's just not where you just sign up and say, I want to come. Like they invite you, right?
Yeah. So this year it was 15U. So I think it was the top 20. And then also last year we played, that was 14U. I want to say that was like top 12. I think they added more teams this year.
So it's the top 12 teams?
Yeah, that was last year. This year was about like the top 20.
Gotcha.
Somewhere.
That's super cool. So that's in Cary, North Carolina. So you guys come up for a week. I say come up, but you guys go out to Cary for a week, and you guys get to meet all kind of new people, play ball with a bunch of strangers. How did that go?
It's fun. You know, we've always played those guys around. Like we go to West Palm, Fort Myers, all the big tournaments, all those teams are at. So we're kind of used to playing them, but it's kind of cool. You got all the USA coaches out there just watching you, scouting you out. So it's kind of cool to play in front of them.
How was it with the coaches? Were they harder, or what did you notice different than the coaches that you've had?
I say they try to just keep it normal.
Yeah.
Just kind of keep it the same, not stress us out or anything, you know?
Yeah. That's cool. What was your biggest takeaway from that week out in Cary?
The fields are really nice.
Yeah.
It's probably nice. They keep care of the field. Like they see like a storm cloud, they just go out there and put the full field tarp on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow. That's awesome. I haven't been to the complex. How big is that complex?
Let's see. There's 3 fields, and then they have like a stadium.
That's
so there's
cool. How did your team do?
We did good. So it was kind of set up weird. So there's 3 seeding games. We won all 3. And we got the 2nd seed. And then we played Kansas National in the first round. So that was a good game. We were beating them until, I want to say, the 6th inning. Came back. They got us in the 6th inning.
What position you play?
I play middle infield, pitcher. I can play outfield, so pretty much anywhere.
Wait a minute. You play outfield?
I can play outfield.
Wow. So we have to make fun of that on the show, not make fun of it, Chandler. You know what I mean? Like, you know, kids as they're growing up, parents are like, you don't put my baby in the outfield. So, I mean, like we always try to stress how important it is to be like, people do play the outfield. Yes.
I love the outfield. There's nothing like running down a line drive.
Yes.
Nothing like it. Or hosing somebody. Like, nothing like it.
Like, and there's so much skill because like some of those kids, and this is what I've heard from a lot of coaches, Chandler, and you probably can talk to this too, is like when you spend your first 3-4 years of youth baseball in the infield, and then a coach moves you to the outfield, like to track a ball down in the outfield is totally different. Like tracking
to be able to judge if you're playing in right field is like, you know, the worst place to play or whatever. But if a ball comes off of a right-handed bat and comes into right field, like you better be able to play and determine and judge that ball because it's not coming straight at you. It's coming at an angle.
It's going to slice like, What would you say to all the kids out there who probably don't want to play outfield right now? Now, look, I get in 6U, some 8U, it's boring. Like, but there's value to being there. What would you tell those kids that are, you know, that get to play the outfield some and they're still wanting to play the infield?
I would say outfield is a very important position. You can track down the ball in the gap and save a lot of runs, really. So outfield is almost more point than infield.
Well, I mean, that's the beauty of baseball is everybody is there together, working together in one unit. And like you said, like one ball that hits into the gap and you take the wrong angle, like that's 2, 3, 4 runs. So, but well, very cool. So you started the show. What made you start the show?
Yeah, so I've always
what's the name of the show?
Where's Home Podcast.
Where's Home Podcast. All right. So how'd you start it?
So I've always wanted to make a podcast, and then so I was just like in May, I had a few guests I could have on, like one of my old coaches. He actually is in the DR now with the Orioles.
Oh, okay.
So Dominican Summer League. So I had him in thought. So I sent him a message and what he thought about it. He was like, "Yeah, I'll do that." He had to talk with his guy, see if it was okay or not. And then one of my buddies, Brady Harris, he's ranked number 2 in 15U in PG.
Oh, wow.
He's pretty known. So he was actually my first guest. So I've always wanted to make a podcast. So I was bored that day, so I got on my computer and I do designs. I've always done designs like Photoshop and all that. So I made a logo. So I was just talking with people and they're like, "You should get this going." It's like, all right. So I didn't know how to record all that. That's the first thought. Like, how do I record? Blah, blah, blah. How do I post it? So I've seen these podcasts, JKR podcasts. Have you guys seen the JKR podcast?
I don't think I've seen that one though.
Well, he does kind of the same thing like me. Shout out to him. His name is Jace. He has his own podcast. It's a baseball podcast just like mine. He's helped me a lot. He's taught me how to record. He set me up with a few guys I'm having on next week.
Very cool.
Very thankful for that. So he taught me it's kind of easier than you think when you just want to start. You just press the record button and get it.
How was that first interview, man? Because Jen and I, we were there on that first interview together, and I'll tell you more about it in a minute. But how was your first interview? Were you nervous?
Yeah, I was for sure nervous. It was luckily to have like my best friend on, Brady. So I messed up once. We had to re-record. So it was good to have him on to do that, you know. And it was it was actually my first time ever talking on a mic. So I was like, I didn't know how I was gonna go. So I was just winging it.
I'm gonna tell you, man. Like I've been in leadership positions in my career where I've had to stand up and talk in front of 50 to 100 people and, even more in some cases. But like that day we sat down on the mic and I had to hear myself in my headphones and my voice.
Definitely.
I couldn't get anything right. I was like,
that was tough for Coach Aaron that day.
Yeah, it was rough. But thankfully we had a great editor at the time and he was able to cut and paste some stuff together and give us at least a first pilot episode. So, Jen, by the way, I want to go back and I want to do like a behind the scenes of episode 1 where we can listen to episode 1 and we can talk through like what was going through our minds. So
that's a good idea. Yeah. You know, one thing about podcasting, Chandler, is that I don't know if you know who Alex Hormozy is, or if you listen to him. He's an entrepreneur. He owns a bunch of gyms. Like, he'll come in and take over a failing gym and like revamp their systems and processes and reteach all of their employees the right way to do things. And then he sells them after that. Anyway, great podcast if you want to listen to something. And he always says like he's documenting his journey because people like Jeff Bezos and like the Facebooks of the world didn't do it. So like, we're really documenting our journey from the beginning because our kids right now, Aaron's son Jace is a little bit younger than Colton, but we're documenting our kids' journeys right now. As much we talk about them on every visit. I'm a physical therapist. Sorry. Like, I've got patients on my mind. So like every single podcast that we record, we're documenting what's going on in our life and our kids' lives. And so it's going to be the same thing with you, which is really cool. To document that whole journey, because you're young and you're just now getting started. So think of 10 years down the road when you're hopefully still in the industry to look back and say, oh my gosh, like look at this guy that I had on and now he's in the MLB or whatever.
I know. Yeah, and then you can't forget us then, Chandler. Like that's what we that's what we tell everybody on the show. Like, look, you can't forget us when you're in the MLB. So well, who's been your biggest guest that you were most excited to get on your show?
So actually my next episode coming out on Tuesday, Justin Lawrence, he's the reliever for the Rockies. He's actually from Jacksonville. So
okay.
So one of my friend's dads coached him, so he got me in contact with him. So thankful for that.
That's all. How did it go? I mean, we'll get to hear it coming out Tuesday. So
it was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's we've had a few people with connections to the MLB show come on, and it's been, some of them I get a little nervous for. Like, I want to make sure I don't mess up or say something stupid, but
right, yeah, that
always happens. So like, honestly, that's the biggest thing about podcasting that I've learned is just let it go. Like whatever you say, just that it's just documenting the person that I am. So
actually, I'm kind of struggling with that right now. So mine's kind of like more of an interview than like talking like this. And I kind of want mine to turn into that one day, but I'm 10 episodes in. I'm kind of struggling to like ask them a question, and then I don't know what to respond with. So it's something dry always. So I'm kind of trying to get better at that through these next couple episodes I do.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, and that's why I needed, Jen and I both had ideas to want to create podcast, and, having someone that helps counter the conversation, of course, because sometimes I get stomped and then I'm like, Jen, please like help. But, I don't know. I think, just relax. That it took us, Jen, it probably took us quite a few episodes to really like, calm down and relax and keep it conversational. So
I think something that helps me is to try and like stay in the moment with that certain guest, and like we're always going to have a list of questions that we want to ask, but in all reality we may only get to that first one, and then that first question just takes us off on a completely different tangent, and then the rest of the questions never get asked, and that's fine. So like we have these expectations in the way that it's going to go, but it doesn't always work that way. So just try to build on what they say, and you'll get better at it. I mean, I tell you, one of the greatest examples of that I can think of right now. I don't know the guy's name, but he has a podcast about CrossFit. He interviews all the top CrossFitters. They're going strong right now because the CrossFit Games are about to start, and he does such a good job of leading them. Like if he'll pick one little small thing about what they said, and he'll be like, wait a minute, go back to you said something just a second ago. And then he'll ask them to elaborate on it. He does a really good job of that.
Yeah. I think that's one of the things, like if you have too many questions, sometimes you're more focused on getting that next question asked than listening to what they say. And most of the time as you're talking, they'll give you something else to feed on and to piggyback on.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, I will tell you, like when we created this show, I was like, man, I'm around kids all the time that have like these big personalities and they're just going to blow the world away.
Yeah.
But then you put them in front of a microphone and they get very quiet. And they get very quiet. Then it's a challenge for us to lighten the mood and be goofy or be silly or something and get them to open up. But sometimes it's a challenge. And, you know, some of our guests I'll call before the show just to, you know, like loosen, you know, break the ice a little bit. And then, you know, finding out more, you know, as much as you can about the guests before they get on the show really will help you, because you're like, man, there's so much stuff to talk about with this kid.
Yeah.
So
that's my problem. I got too many questions. You can't have too many questions, but then you're like thinking like, I need to ask this question right away and stay in that topic. I think that's my problem right now. I'm trying to get better at.
Well, dude, I'm gonna tell you, you're putting yourself out there and doing something like this is what I think I would tell every kid to do, because more times than not now we're talking to kids and parents and coaches, and we're trying to get kids off their phones because they don't know how to interact with people.
Yes.
And so like what you're doing is helping yourself and of course helping your show. But like it's definitely changed my personality a lot. And I've learned a lot from it. So
yeah, I was just talking to my buddies the other day. I was like, I really think I can talk and have more of a conversation with someone, go up to someone now. When I've started this podcast, I feel I can talk better, just not even on the camera, when I'm just talking to someone like game, anywhere, school, anywhere with a teacher or anything. I feel like I can talk better, have a better conversation and carry it on.
Well, you'll gain more and more confidence in yourself, and your voice will start to, I mean, like how I've always told people throughout my career is, you know, you got to find your voice, find what works for you. And because, you know, you see a great leader, you hear a great speech or a motivational speech, and you're like, I'm going to be like that person. But the reality of it is you got to find yourself. And and that's what you're doing. I mean, and we're still finding ourselves. I mean, we're 60 something episodes in right now, and we're still finding, you know, ways to do things, because podcast is like COVID really like fast forwarded everything really fast. And podcast was really what most people latched onto when they couldn't do anything else.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you another problem that I have is I never shut up. So
that's true. That's true.
That's a good thing for podcasts.
Oh no, it's not. I don't think everybody wants to hear me talk. That's for sure.
One thing that I do think that we've gotten a little bit better at, and I don't know if you plan to have a co-host or not, is like I can tell when Aaron's starting to like wind down on having something to say, or if he's getting ready to be like, what about you, Coach Jen? What do you think? And then I got to like pay attention real quick.
Yeah, honestly, because it works best for us that way. I mean, but you know, there's been a couple episodes where I've been on my own, and like it's been me with one or two guests, and you know, it just, you know, you got to find a way to make a conversation out of everything. And because I mean, I can tell you, I'm looking at my iPad right here, and I have a list of questions for you, but I try my best just to find a way to mix those questions in just to this conversation. So
yeah.
What's been your guest that you've had the most fun with? Anybody do anything crazy on the show yet?
Not really. I haven't had one of those yet, but most of my guesses have been pretty good. Most of them are known, have a good following. So that's good.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, when you figure out the social media world, man, you got to let us know, because we're old adults here and trying to play a kid's game, and it's a struggle, dude.
I think this is what I think. Just being my age, most people, if they see like a nice graphic, they'll click on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With me, I've done Photoshop for about 2 years now. I do commitment edits for some of my buddies and stuff like that. So I try to have good graphics, kind of to catch the eye for someone. Just someone reposted on their stories or they click on it. So that's kind of my theory. Have a good graphic so people can catch their eye and click on it and maybe watch the full podcast.
Yeah. Now, all of your stuff, you're on YouTube, Spotify. Tell us where we find you.
YouTube, Spotify, and Apple.
Gotcha. Okay. Which one do you notice you get more traction on?
Definitely YouTube.
Yeah.
I'm trying to work on Spotify, really. Apple is kind of hit or miss, depends on the episode.
Gotcha.
And, I'm trying to get my Spotify up.
That's probably Apple is probably where I listen to the least, the absolute least. Like
really,
Spotify is definitely number
Apple.
one.
I'm always out.
Really,
like that. Yeah.
I just feel like some of them that I've searched for, like if somebody suggests something and I go look for it, if I search for it on Apple, I just don't tend to be able to find it as well.
Well, and now you don't. Now Spotify has got a big like collection of like us, like these independent shows that are out there. And like there's a lot of people that really even don't post their content to Apple, but
yeah,
I think ours, like we just really started with YouTube. So we recorded almost every episode, video, but I just spent this past summer putting it all on YouTube and now trying to push that a little bit, but we've only been audio for the first year and a half of the show. So
yeah, usually when I watch podcasts of any podcast, really, I usually look on YouTube. It's not on YouTube, it's just audio, and then I'm on Spotify.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I need to get more on YouTube because I think more people are starting to do the live ones. Andy Frisella, like they'll say something and they'll like, see right here, and it's like, no, I can't see. Yeah. I'm listening to it. So
I know, like I'm riding down the road.
Back. Yeah, he'll go back and say like, I know some of y'all can't see this, but and yeah.
But I have noticed.
I had a question.
No, go ahead. No, I was going to say.
Well, no, this was totally unrelated. So if it's related, go ahead.
Well,
you finish up.
I have noticed though, like, it's very important in how you title your episodes. So like certain key phrases and having, things like I've noticed that YouTube picks up quite a bit when it comes to certain words in the title and the summary. So Jen, what was your question?
Well, now I have a question about that.
Okay.
So, I own my own business, so I'm getting heavy into like SEO optimization and stuff. And there's a company that's going to be helping me with going into my website and making sure that the keywords are good, that we have the blog is always being updated. You can even do photo optimization now for like making sure that it's the right pixels and it's not cloudy. Cause exactly like you said, if it's not interesting, if it's not sharp, it's not going to get anybody's attention and they're not going to hang around.
Yep.
For sure.
So it's such a huge market as well. I don't know what you plan to do with the rest of your life. Like, you said you're 17?
16.
Oh my gosh.
16.
He's 16, Aaron.
I know it.
He
You're
looks
baby,
like he's
dude.
20 years old. He looks at least 20.
Everybody says.
He's got sort of that Morgan Wallen look going on.
Yeah,
you ever hear that?
He's my favorite artist.
Let me see the mullet. You got a mullet?
Yeah, I got a mullet.
Let me see. Take the hat off, dude. We got to like flex it here.
Yeah.
You got to have them. That's it, dude.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice.
I see some Morgan Wallen country boy in there. So,
yep.
So the unrelated thing I was going to ask you, because we just brought up your age, was so if you're talking to these commits, those are, 2 and 3 years older than you. Is that intimidating for you? Do you feel like what's your feeling about getting some of those guys on?
Not really. So there's a new rule now with travel ball or with baseball. You can't commit to your junior year of August 1st. I think that just passed like 2 to 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago.
Let's see.
But
hear that.
So the kids on my team, let's see, I think we have 7 commits on our team, D1 commits, and they're committed into 8th grade type of thing. So, and then on my high school team, we have a few commits. So I'm kind of used to being around them and how you're just a normal person. You're just going to that college, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got 6 commits, you said, to D1 and you're on yours?
I think we have 7.
Wow. That's crazy. Well, where are you going to go?
I'm not sure yet.
Yeah. Well, if you could pick your school, which school do you want to talk to? Which school will we be seeing you go to?
I would like to stay in Jacksonville, so like a UNF or JU, or even stay in Florida with UCF, USF. I kind of want to stay in Florida. I kind of want to
Miami. Miami's got a good program.
Miami, yeah.
I mean, it's about to get really good. I'm always going to talk Canes on here. So, in one day, I'm going to have JD on here, and we're going to really talk Canes baseball. But yeah, you got a couple good schools down there. I got a chance to go to College World Series a couple weeks ago, or about a month ago, I guess it is now, and got to see Florida play in the World Series. Man, there's some beast on that team.
Yeah, for sure. We have 3 Florida commits on our 15U team.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now,
Oh my gosh.
Most of we're called the NBA scout team. Most of us, over half of us, play for the high school, Trinity Christian. Same coach.
I've heard of that school, Trinity Christian. Yeah.
There's a lot of Trinity Christians. There's like,
are they?
2 in Florida, 1 in Georgia. So probably heard of one of them at least.
Yeah. That's crazy. How did everybody get, how did their recruiting process start so early?
Yeah. So I think I just remember this one tournament. It was the UBC. I'm not sure what that stands for right now, but it was in West Palm.
Mm-hmm.
I just remember we were ranked number 3 then. I just remember there was so many scouts watching our game. Every game.
Wow.
Just behind home plate, radar gun. They got their collared shirt on. And it's kind of, once you first see that, it's kind of like, I got to play better.
Yeah.
But really, you need to think like it's just a normal game. They're watching me. If they want me, they'd call me, but
that's some pressure, dude.
A normal game. It is, for sure. Yeah. It was beginning of last summer. The first college coach that's ever watched our game was actually Kevin O'Sullivan, the Florida coach.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's hey man, I'm gonna tell you that'll make you a man really quick.
Yep, for sure. Yep.
You better
You gotta
shut
keep
up.
Yeah, you gotta keep like your attitude and your emotions in check too, because they're watching. They're seeing how you handle the pressure and
That's what they care more about right now at your age. They're watching all your emotions and how you keep all that stuff. Yep. What's between them ears is what they're wanting to know about.
Yep, for sure.
Speaking of, how's your grades?
They're good. I'm actually homeschooled. I'm not really a big school guy, so I was like,
I wasn't either.
I want to go home.
School's overrated, whatever.
Don't you wish there was that much homeschool around when we were kids, Aaron?
I know. I don't know. I don't know about
it.
It
was very, but it was very like all the weird kids were homeschooled, and it's just not that
I didn't
way.
say that, but yes.
I actually wasn't going to say it. I almost held up and didn't say it, but it's true.
It was. It was the bad kids. Honestly, it was the bad kids that got kicked out of school. It's the homeschooled kids. So,
and it's not that way anymore. COVID,
No.
COVID pushed, a lot of people toward homeschool. I have a couple of patients who are homeschool teachers.
Mhm.
So
it's
you just got to find somewhere to play sports. You just got to go to wherever you want to play sports. And
how does that work for you, Chandler? So you're homeschooled, but you get to play with Trinity Christian?
So you have to get accepted. So you go to the school. I went to Trinity for 2 years.
Okay.
I decided to go homeschool. A couple other players did too. So when you're homeschooled, at least here, I only know here. So you just got to contact the school. They can accept you, and they also can decline you. So that's usually how it is. I think some schools you only can have a certain amount of homeschool players.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure the number.
it would be almost like drafting at that point.
It is. Yeah, like who's the free agents that we out here in the homeschooled area?
Like Gaffney just had a quarterback move into their school district so that he could play. He's a senior. This is like his 5th high school. He's a senior and he's playing quarterback for Gaffney.
That's crazy.
I hear about that all the time. Like high school football, like that's a whole nother beast and show in itself right there. I don't know if there's any high school football shows out there, but we could probably get some good emotions going good with that one. Oh man, well I'm gonna tell you, man, you've got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of great stuff going on right now. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? 5 years you're in school, 10 years you're out of school. Where do you see yourself?
Hopefully I'm playing college baseball and have this podcast going, more followers. Hopefully I'm playing college baseball in about 5 years.
Okay. All right. And so I have to assume, but you can correct me. So the dream and the goal is to be in the MLB, right?
Yep, for sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we'll put you down there. So, when you get there, you don't forget us. So,
Well, for sure.
hey, when you get that D1 commit or even D1, D2, D3, JUCO, whatever it is, like,
Anything.
dude, it's all big. Like, because even the kids that go the JUCO route these days,
Yep.
I mean, there's so many opportunities for baseball. You just, while we're sitting here, there's somebody out there working. So you just always got to remember somebody's working while we're sitting.
Everyone, when they think of college baseball, they're thinking like D1, being on TV and all that. But D1, D2, D3, JUCO, NAIA, all that's a big accomplishment.
Yeah, it is, because they'll find you. Like, there is no doubt they'll find you in whatever corner that you're in. They'll find you. Who's your favorite MLB player right now?
I'd probably say Trey Turner.
Trey Turner. Okay. Now he's in New York now. Where's he at?
Philadelphia.
Philly. Oh, that's right. That's right. Because he went with Bryce Harper. That's right.
Yep.
Have you always been a Trey Turner fan?
I haven't. So I haven't really watched baseball. I've watched baseball the past 2 years, but before that, I wasn't really a big baseball watcher. So I like Jose Altuve. We're both short, same position. So kind of.
Do you say you're both short?
Yep.
Shortstop or short in stature?
Short in stature.
How tall are you?
5'5".
Okay, you look very tall and on camera right now. I was thinking you were like 6 foot tall.
That's his photo editing he's doing for you really quick.
Yeah, good graphics.
Hey, how are you? Fast?
I am.
There you go. Now you play a little football?
So I did my 8th grade year just to do it the last middle school year right before high school. And then it was all right.
You could be a slot receiver. Like you see those 5'5", 5'6" guys that got some speed and quick. You know, Wes Welker, those guys that made that famous. But well, very cool, dude. What else you got for us, man? What's new for the show? What you got planned coming up? So you got an episode coming out that you're excited about Tuesday. Anything else big coming?
Nothing I got in mind right now. Just going day by day, trying to get better guests and hopefully get some more. I want to get an MLB coach on.
Yeah.
Something around there.
Yeah, I can get you in contact with a MLB scout. We had a scout on the show once, and that was really cool just to hear, his perspective on things.
So I had, which was it? It was like around my 6th or 7th episode. I had the manager or the owner of Jumbo Shrimp, which is the AAA team here in Jacksonville.
Oh, okay. How was that?
It was good. He's a cool dude. He's got something going on. He actually owns 2 teams, one in Ohio.
I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
And then the Jumbo Shrimp.
The Jumbo Shrimp. When they do anything fun at the games?
They do. They got a lot of nights. So I think Friday, I want to say Friday, it's firework night. And then one of the days is a giveaway. So they do, I just remember this one. It's like shrimps, a Hawaiian shrimp shirt. It was like
that's cool.
First 2,000 fans.
They don't do an all-you-can-eat shrimp night or something?
I don't think so.
They should do
somebody end up with an allergic reaction. That'd be good.
Yeah, I want my shrimp fried and boiled, sauteed, all that.
Shrimp gumbo.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
Let's see. Do y'all have any big baseball facilities that you could have any connections with there? Because they probably have some trainers that know people.
Nothing that comes to mind right now. I mean, Torque Performance, which that's where Brady goes. I know that from him. And there's a lot of football players like Anthony Richardson. He just came out.
Yeah.
And Brock Purdy.
Yep. Oh, Purdy's from over here?
I'm not sure if he's from here, but I do know he trains.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm a Dolphins fan, and that boy Garoppolo got hurt the Dolphins game last season. In the first quarter, they rolled his ankle. So we're now turning to this third string quarterback, right? And I'm like, we're about to beat the brakes off 49ers. This kid comes in and looks like Superman, like he's won every game he's ever played, and just I'll remember that dude for a while. Well, very cool. Hey, dude. So we got one last question that we always ask the guests on the show, and it's I always build it up, but it's usually a hard question for most people. What's your walkout song, man? I think I actually already know. But let's see. Well,
I've never really had a walkout song.
Okay.
But I'd say Morgan Wallen song for sure.
All right. Which song?
That's a tough one.
You know what? If I post a picture of this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to post this picture and say, look who we had on the show tonight. Is it Morgan Wallen? And see what people say.
That would be funny.
Which Morgan Wallen, man?
Let's see.
We on our drive home from the beach this past week, we turned it to 3 radio stations on our drive home, and every single one of them had Morgan Wallen playing.
Always
popular.
He's always on there. If I had to pick a song, I don't know.
I wrote the book. That's a good one. That was it. That's one that our guest, I think on the last show, said. I wrote the book, and that to me, that's a good one because he references baseball and striking out. Yeah,
7 Summers, that kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That dude's he's going to go down as one of the greats because as long as he don't get in any trouble. So,
yeah.
You like Hardy?
I do. He is good.
I like some Hardy too. You got some Hardy look going on there too. You got to get the glasses though to pull off the Hardy. But all right, man, very cool. Hey, so tell us where we can find you on all the social media stuff for our listeners out there.
Yeah, so the social media stuff, I do Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok.
It's not Twitter anymore.
X. Yep. X.
You do X. So what's your X handle? It is. You didn't know this?
No.
Your Twitter app changed to X app.
X. Yeah.
Seriously. Like,
I think
what
Elon Musk now owns.
Yeah, he changed it. See X. See
I
X.
do. Yeah,
that's Twitter.
I told you a long time ago. I don't Twitter.
You got to tweet. You got to tweet. Tweet. All right. What's your stuff, Chandler?
Let's see. So the X is Where's Home Pod, and then Instagram is Where's Home Podcast. And then I do TikTok, Where's Home Podcast, and then Where's Home Podcast on Spotify, YouTube, and Apple.
Awesome. Well, we're going to go subscribe to all of them, and hopefully our listeners out there go subscribe and give you some listens, man. I appreciate having you on the show, and I think it's very cool what you're doing and encouraging others to do, because as you get more kids on the show, like you get some good ones on there, man, send them on to us too, because we want to make sure that we give anybody out there doing something great, spread some positivity, man, because the world needs it. The world needs any positivity you can get these days. So, but for everyone out there listening, thank you for taking time to listen to our show. We're back. If there's guests that you want to hear us talk to on the show, get on the show, please send them our way. You can go to our website, recommend a guest. You can go to our link tree on all of our Instagram, TikTok, X. That sounds weird now.
It does.
Now, do you still tweet on X?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. Do you tweet or do you?
I don't know what that expression is going to be. We keep creating these new verbs. So I don't know. I'll tweet you on X. Lord,
yeah.
All right. Anyway, so Chandler, at the end of the show, man, we finish the show off with we'll catch you on the slide. So we let our guests always end the show for us. So I'll say until next time, and you say we'll catch you on the slide. So, right. Jen, any final thoughts?
Not from me. This was fun. Thank you, Chandler.
Yep. Thank you for having me on.
Awesome. Well, until next time,
catch me on the slide.
There you go.
We thank you for toughing it out and pushing through. Now, let's go teach the world great sportsmanship, leadership, to go inspire someone through your dedication and excitement for the game. Make sure to smash the like and follow button on all social media at The Slide Podcast Show and The Slide Pod on Twitter. Plus, leave us a review and feedback. Until next time, we'll catch you on the slide.